लेट्स सी अभी तबाही मचाता है। ठीक है दोस्तों, सब कुछ ठीक है ना? क्या है अबे, सब कुछ बाहर में रहा है। आज मिलेगा ना मंजिल।
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway.
I hope I don't seem biased towards my compatriot, but I really think John O'Shea could have a very big role to play here.
Listen, you don't win all the medals that he's won without doing something right, do you?
Exactly. And I think he's going to have a busy game covering all sorts of defensive positions, especially when the team's on the front foot. That's when his versatility really comes into its own.
Otto got a long way forward to join the attack. That's a lovely, neat pass. That's a little off target. And he's picked out the run. It's a good run, that. Great timing.
That was a great ball that looked right on the money. Trying to get behind the defence is something.
Mbappe!
That's what you call inspired goalkeeping. Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Stam getting this one clear. Simeone did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Looking for the run. So it is still 0-0. Didn't quite work for him. Simeone. Luis Suarez. He's shifting through the gears here. Searching pass he's played there.
Kamran. Hi
Otto.
brother, welcome to the live stream.
Alvedi. And Simeone. O'Shea. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Otto with the clearance. He's got away. Luis Suarez! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Now he's got space here. Stam kept his eye. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How would you review the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So right back into the action.
Spain have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances.
Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride.
And they're just not doing that.
Cannavaro. Jimenez. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Tries to play it through. Can he spark a counter here? He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence. It's Luis Suarez! He lifts the roof! Well, would you believe that? The lightness of step, the
Sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Spread out to the left. He's a sharp little ball here. He's found a way through. Mbappe! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Moved on forwards. It's a pretty loose pass. Rijkaard. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Not the most accurate pass. Alexander-Arnold. So the team separated just by the... Oh, that's ambitious. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's made its way to him. That's the keeper's ball.
Spain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Ronaldinho. Looking for a runner. Pass somewhat off target. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Simeone is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Hazard. Ronaldinho receives it in. It's Ronaldinho! Not a bad try by any means.
Ronaldinho has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
John.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. And this is Messi. Oh, he's bustling through here. Spain have reclaimed it. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Brazil have it back and can go. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Spain really deserved this result, it has to be said. I mean, especially for all the effort and endeavour they showed after the break. There was genuine purpose and intent in everything they tried to do. And I think
Yo, wow. Thank you, brother. Please wait. Waiting for member. Ah, game over. Oh yeah.
welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Well, we're on the way. I'd really like to see Ronaldinho given freedom on the left flank here, Peter.
Yeah, the idea being that, of course, he can make good use of those dancing feet.
Yeah, and playing out wide just gives him more room and allows him to come inside onto his stronger foot, either to shoot or to link up with those who are congregating centrally.
Kaká, brilliantly cut out.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Rooney. Ronaldinho does really well to win the ball there. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Vieira. And it's Rooney. Varane cuts it out. Thuram. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Yamal.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Rijkaard clears without hesitation. That is ended up in no man's land. Can he get it through? Big chance!
It's a loose ball. Forgiven.
And we have our very first corner. And he gets in a hurry. It's their second corner of the game. Ronaldinho goes short. Spence can clear it away. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide.
La Plata always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
And it's Ronaldinho. Good read, needed to be. Hakimi. Plays a sharp little ball here. Bale. Kaká. Strong running down that left flank. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Fernandez. Nice bit of trickery. Fernandez. Oh, what has happened here? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Serginho. He won't be happy with that one. Ronaldinho. It's a promising position. He's on it. Can he get away? And he can thump it away. And it's made its way to him. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. Substitution on the field. Number 15, Cristiano Ronaldo. Coming on the field.
So, into the second half.
Number 18.
Nepal really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare. Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to play it through. It's a pretty loose pass. But that has not gone well. Shot could be on Rice!
Oh, that could be pivotal! Has he won it? He just might have won it!
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike. And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that. So the first goal of the game. Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. Deftly away. Now, can they get him away? Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That's an imaginative pass. No way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Kaka.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic.
It's Luis Suarez! And that really should have been that.
Suarez really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Fernandez. And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
That was a nice goal.
Looking to play him in. Thinks about the shot. Nicely weighted ball. Has to go back here. Can he finish? Oh, it's come loose. No way through that. Ronaldinho is flagged offside.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Game over.
Oh, that's well spotted. That's a sharp pass. And he's gone looking for safety. Looking for options for movement. Rafael Varane. And that will be the final act. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle.
No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
And a quick reminder.
Your reflections then, Jim.
Nepal really couldn't get going in the first half, and it has to be said, with no marked improvement after the break, I thought it was going to be a matter of time before they got caught out eventually, and
It turned out to be that way for them, sadly.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Martin Caceres, Jim. Precious little doubt about what his outstanding qualities are.
Aggression and tenacity, Peter, but there is another side to his game as well. He's got a certain confidence on the ball and he can pick a really telling pass too. That's vital if you're looking to play a patient possession-based game.
Pass somewhat off target. Looking for the run. Big chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Stoichkov is offering a wry smile there.
Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Nepal are looking to go forward now. Well timed, excellent interception. Played into space, and this is Cruyff. Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Zanetti does well to get it back. That is good progress on the left. Some good work on the right flank here. Now it's Cruyff. Tries to play it through. Right card. Pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And that's definitely not his best. Nepal still without a single shot on target. Always goal side. Shot a goal! They want to be quick to recover this. Now that is commitment to the cause. Out of play for a throw. That's going across goal. That has been knocked away. But they've got it again. And now they can clear their lines. Maldini. Ball played for Rijkaard. Zanetti. Looking to play him in. Caught offside that time. Oh, what's he? Cruyff! Lovely idea, just didn't get it right.
Yeah, and I don't think there was much wrong with his vision nor his decision-making.
Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Nice defending, physical and effective. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Great defending, strong and determined. And this is Cruyff. And Cruyff! Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. Messi!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Cristiano Ronaldo! And one thing is for sure, that the whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
The midway point of the game. Nepal really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now. Stick at it and eventually they'll get a break.
So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So we're underway for the second half.
Nepal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Can he get away here? Cruyff. Alexander-Arnold does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Rooney. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Stoichkov. Pinches it off him. Maldini clears without hesitation. Oh, that's fabulous. That's destined for the flank. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. He has found the way through. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that's been cut out. Well played. Neuer with the clearance. Beckham. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Caceres making good progress. Played over towards the opposite flank. Played out to the left flank. And he's managed to get free. Flashes it across. And they've managed to get rid. That's rather hopeful. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Cruyff. And he's in on goal. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Number 20.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change.
Suarez. Number 17. Brahim Diaz. Number 20.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Number 25. Messi.
That has been slung wide.
Number 15. Fabian Ruiz.
Xavi Alonso is that. Oh, what a mistake! And he's got the beating of his man. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
1 minute added time.
They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the overall balance of things, neither did enough to win this, and I think the result is quite fair.
Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes is someone who's really impressed me as being a two-way player. Very confident, consistent, and always willing to take people on and get himself into those good crossing positions. And he can deliver too.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And he can clear it away. And it's Rijkaard. Driving on and making good progress. And this is De Bruyne. De Bruyne! Incredible! Just incredible! Has he won it? He just might have won it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That's a good run down the left. That's very neat. Messi gets him to thwart him. Raul plays it in. Raya claims it without any fuss. It's a good run down the right. That's a really buccaneering run he's making. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, there's the clearance. Cristiano Ronaldo. Raul. It's Raul! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target.
It's such a shame.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. That is good alertness. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. That's going wide left. Sends it crossfield. Oh no, he's got that wrong. No, that's overhit. Cristiano Ronaldo. Raul. Now, can they get him away? And that has been cleared. And we have our very first corner.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's good running with the ball. And he's lost his man here. Now it's Neymar. tries
From a long way out. Oh, that is rather wayward. I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
That has been cut short. Rijkaard. Alvedi. And it's half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Nepal can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score.
Substitution in progress.
So we're off again.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Nepal come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played.
Oh, what a mistake! He's having a shot! And that's it! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed.
You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily want...
Neymar! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, what has happened here? Takes the shot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Nepal. Oh no, what has happened here? Nunez, can he finish? And yes, it's there! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
After 66 minutes, number 23, Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Shevchenko constantly looking for the ball into the box. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gerrard. That's a sharp pass. Messi.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application.
Peter, they've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Hakimi. And it's Messi. And it's Nesta. DiMarco. De Bruyne has found the net here, of course.
Nepal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Elvedi makes the interception. Knocks it into space. He's in plenty of space here. Decent chance!
Now that is commitment to the cause.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
DiMarco. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Messi.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Gerrard with the clearance. Beckenbauer getting... And that is as much time as there will be. Nepal illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably...
तेरा भाई अभी खाना खा रहा है, ठीक है, 15 मिनट का ब्रेक। लेट्स सी, तेरा भाई आ चुका है, ठीक है, तबाही मचाएगा अभी। लेट्स सी अगेन प्ले। 1,34,04,400 जी कॉइन। Let's say again play 3 versus 3, okay? No, 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 2 versus 2. Hi guys, Marin. Hello brother. भाई मुझे बोलना चाहिए हाय गाइस.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Becklin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Let's go again play 2 versus 2.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
2 versus
So
2.
off we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Jr. His raw pace, added to the infinite amount of trickery he has up his sleeve, are sure to cause any defence no shortage of headaches. He just needs a better final product at the top level.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. He leaps for it! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Denilson. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that is a little undercooked. Couldn't squeeze it through. Mbappe. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vinicius Junior. Threads one in. That is a great pick out. He's found a way through. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Approaching the half-hour mark. France are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Messi going forward, and Messi! And no mistake!
Offside. Nice decision.
Xabi Alonso getting this one clear. Akanji spots it and intercepts.
You can never be short of runners in the space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Vinicius Junior. And it's Messi. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It is a corner, good chance. Terengganu with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Looks across and plays it in. Khan claims it, safe hands. France are looking to go forward now. Messi. And that brings the first half to a close.
Third time.
A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Substitution for France. Number 21. That gets us going once more.
France really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Hakimi drives forward on the overlap, but that has not gone well. Saliba gets it clear. He's picked his way through. Scholes. Messi stands tall and stands... Oh, that's ambitious. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. And he's managed to get free.
That's good play from him.
He's in a good position. Shot, surely! Oh, it's hit the post! And he can thump it away. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. That is good alertness. And still, we await the first breakthrough. And he welcomes it in. Diaz. And the counter is on. France could be danger here. Diaz.
Substitution in progress.
And it's Azar. Dembele. That's destined for the flank. He's got away. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Vinicius Junior. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh no, what has happened
Oh,
here?
great feat that.
And he's lost his man here. Messi. And this is Messi. Messi!
And he should have made them pay. That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
Schneider. Saliba. Oh, good-looking ball. Raul. That's a sharp pass.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Taken back almost at once. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Out for a throw. Ball's out once more.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Showing good feet. In towards the back stick. Schneider. And that is as much time as there will be. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Your final thoughts, Jim?
France can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
So it's away we go then. So Jim, would you say that this formation has become
the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him outside.
Donadoni! It's hit the uprights, and it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Roberto Carlos at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So, a breakthrough already. Distributed tidily. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Bernardo Silva is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, great chance! And Batistuta! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Kobel tries to clear. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that's well spotted. Well timed, excellent interception. Good running, strong and purposeful. Donadoni had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
It's admirable, but ultimately he...
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Roberto Carlos with a real chance here. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Roberto Carlos!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's rather hopeful.
Miami are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. No, that's been intercepted. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Gets a good foot in there. Kobel. Cannavaro. And it's Hakimi. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And he's managed to get free. Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Bernardo Silva, just past the 40th minute mark. Nice looking ball. David Villa in acres of space out wide. Schneider. That has been slung wide. And he is dashing away. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Just a quick announcement.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat,
And the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So the action resumes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean,
Can he finish? It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, robust challenge. Xabi Alonso was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That has been cut short. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Mbappe. Oh, good ball. And the shot. It's a goal. They've done it. It was coming. They have their reward.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
56 minutes is number 10, Lionel Messi.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Almost an hour gone.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vitinha. Bernardo Silva. Best receives it in a good position here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He has found the way through. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. This further to improve their cause. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
After 67 minutes is number 17, Vitinha.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Messi going face to face with his great rival. A lot of space. Mbappe! Oh, nearly, but not quite. Showing great feet there. And he's worked it through. Oh, super ball. Tries a shot! And it's in! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish, exquisite.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
It's come to nothing. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's going wide left. And he's picked out the run.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Donatoni. Played out wide. Cafu. It's a good run down the right. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
And it's been hooked away. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nicked it back promptly. And that will be the final act. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award. And there is very little room for argument. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, I have to say, I'm thoroughly impressed with what we just witnessed. As soon as they got their goal, you felt they were always going to go on and find a winner. And they did just that.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Well, we're on the way. We all know what Xavi's game is about, Peter, but that doesn't help when it comes to trying to stop him.
Extraordinary, really, because he's never had to rely on pace or on strength.
No, his game is all about finding and exploiting space and knowing the landscape around him, and he's just brilliant at creating goals and scoring them.
Yeah, he just seems to have all the time in the world on the ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Camavinga kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rijkaard making good progress. Tries from distance. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Gerrard. Well, we expected better, and so did he. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Messi. Xavi, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. And he's making progress on the ball.
Such good technique.
Kajolu crosses it in here. Aguero! Nearly, but not quite.
Aguero is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
No, he's not getting his way this time. He's gone for goal. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Deftly away. Taken back almost at once. It's a promising position. Oh, he's having a go! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Hazard with the clearance. Akanji. And Mendes. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe!
It's off target and by quite a way.
Inter really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Gerrard. It's a lovely, neat pass. Gerrard. Whistle's gone. That's a foul. Hazard. And that brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So very little to report. Nothing indeed in terms of goals scored.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're off again. So neither side has yet broken through. And here's Neymar.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Driving forward. And now the breakaway. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Gerrard. And it's Xavi. Oh, Red, nice interception. And it's skewed away. Can he get on the end of this? Neymar has it in a wide position. Neymar running at top gear. Nepal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, well played, well played. Hakimi gets it clear. Fabian Ruiz getting this one clear. And they've got a throw. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It's a pretty loose pass. Takes a shot! And there's a goal!
Finally, the deadlock is broken. There was this feeling that the game was
Petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner,
and he picked them off instead.
The first breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And he's gone looking for safety. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Nepal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
I think we're just about done here. Mendes has the space to scheme.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Takes on his marker. Oh, some astute defending there. Now it's Messi. And here's Gerrard. And that should get the job done. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Inter Milan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads.
Fabian Ruiz.
Picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Inter.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have
Oh, he's been caught napping. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Nepal with the corner. There first. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Messi. Bellingham. Dani Olmo. This might spell danger. Oh, shooting chance! Not a bad try by any means.
Mbappe has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Can he get it through? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's destined for the flank. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Nicked it back promptly. Now, can they get him away? And he's taking no chances there. And that should get the job done. Rui Costa.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And they're quick to get it back. A quick look, thought about cutting inside, and he's managed to get free. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that's been won straight back. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Now it's Rui Costa. And here's Neymar. Decent chance!
Oh, that was no routine save. Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 1
Corner number 2 then.
coming on the field is number 12, Seaman.
Brazil have the chance to go the other way. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risk.
Tries from a long way out. PK clears it away. And smartly reclaimed. And now they can clear their lines. Nepal are looking to break at pace. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So neither side yet off the mark.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 18. Number 2. Bellingham. Number 14.
So let's get the ball rolling. So the first half brought no goals.
Coming on the field. Number 23.
Now he's got space here. Stojkovic providing an outlet on that flank. And a chance! And that's a good finish. Just as they wanted it. Just when they wanted it. Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have the first goal.
And talk about
The perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. And he's managed to gift it back. PK calmly anticipates. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so. Encouraged the pass with Dani Olmo! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Dani Olmo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Almost an hour gone. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Haaland. Here's found. Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. He's had a shot. Off the post. Xavi, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole.
Tries from distance. And here's Stojkovic. Great chance! It's run loose. Who's going to... And another try! And he hits the net. Two good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Brazil are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Nepal do have a chance to counter here. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Danny Olmo. He's shifting through the gears here. There won't be another chance after this one. That's put paid to the danger. Nicely shaped ball. He's in a good chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Unai Simon is there to clear. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like is a mystery to me.
And we're done. Oh, here is a defeat that they hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually unavoidable. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, Peter,
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Oyarzabal. He has found a way through. And here's Mbappe. Oh, they could break here. Iniesta. Nice bit of trickery. Roberto Carlos delivers. Defending of the desperate variety. Maldini.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Iniesta, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Santos have reclaimed it. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Iniesta. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Aims beyond the defence. Oyarzabal was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Rijkaard knocks it into space. Ronaldinho. Messi. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And he cuts out the supply. Mikel Oyarzabal. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Maldini. And it's Ronaldinho. Messi running with intent. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. So right back into the action.
Mahuntagan really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting them...
Oh no, this does not look good. Roberto Carlos. Well, that is one way to stop him. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. He has a look up. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Oh, nice touch. Oyathabal producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Good chance here. He's got a goal. They've done it. Finally, they've broken through. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way,
And he just slips the other.
Mohun Bagan have penetrated for the first time.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Can he get it through? Messi! Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there.
there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution on the field. Number 23.
Santos with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually.
Is number 18. Mbappe. Substitution in progress.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. It's Roberto Carlos! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.
Now it's Schneider. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Always goal side. And he's quick to get rid. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Mohun Bagan leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Now, who's going to be first to this? Caught offside that time.
Santos really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Kimmich is always looking to break lines. And he's managed to get rid. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And here's Mbappe.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And this is Snyder. Shot a goal!
Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And once more, he proves rigid and robust. And that's that. Mohun Bagan have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Ronaldinho taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, it turned out to be a bit of a slow burner, this one, Peter. Still, I think the goal did come at a good time, and some of the defensive displays after that were pretty good. In fact, looking back, the goal came at a great time.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then. Serginho completing his first century of appearance. Shevchenko!
Oh, terrific save from the keeper. Shevchenko is offering a wry smile there.
Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Header comes in! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Van Dijk. That's going wide left. Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. Now it's Gerrard. And here's Yamal. And he's gone backward here. Goes for a shot!
And that is wildly off target.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
DiMarco. Dani Olmo. And it's Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, quick thinking by the keeper. He did well. Back where it came from. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Shevchenko steaming forward at pace. And he's taking no chances there.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Showing good feet.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that has not gone well. He's a sharp hit ball here. Shevchenko! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Shevchenko! This time, surely! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Paul really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And Shevchenko! Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
Nicely aimed pass. Messi. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Yamal. Yamal running with intent. Now it's Shevchenko. Messi. And this is Shevchenko. Massaro. Now it's Shevchenko. And Yamal. And the referee has blown for half-time. A A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any strong opinions on the first half?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus
And intent, and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Nepal clearly have been the better side here.
Terrific effort! And it's a goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Messi. Messi will... Messi!
No, just not quite. Messi has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Nepal still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Serginho scooting forward. Massaro. Dani Olmo, who is rarely short on confidence. And Messi! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish of true class. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew.
Gerrard! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Messi. Messi, there he goes, motoring forward. And Shevchenko! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Shevchenko being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, he's one of these players, Peter, who plays the percentage game. If you keep playing him in, something's bound to happen.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Serginho makes a dash for it. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, sweet feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Serginho is flagged offside.
Substitutions taking place.
DiMarco. Alexandro. João Pedro. Van Dijk. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Messi running with the ball. Fermi. João Pedro. Simeone. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going.
और भाई लोग आज का लाइव स्ट्रीम को यहीं एंड करते हैं और फ़ोन का चार्ज भी ख़त्म हो गया है। अब 2 घंटे के बाद फिर से मैं लाइव पे मिलता हूँ दोस्तों, तब तक के लिए बाय बाय। 2 घंटे बाद फ़ोन को फुल चार्ज करके फिर से लाइव स्ट्रीम आ जाऊँगा। ठीक है दोस्तों, आ जाना।